That way we can herd them and use them as a natural weapon.
I see. How weird are those masks to wear? Like...
So the zombie masks or the whisperer masks are like foam. They feel like skin. So there's only like 15 core whispers, and so our first day they fit us with a mask, and Nicotero and his team handmade them. So they hand sewed the hair, real hair, everything. But the mask feels like real skin. It's really
It does.
creepy.
It's wicked, man. It's wicked.
So when we got that, they were like, listen, this is more than our paycheck. The masks are supposedly worth like $3,000 just to make them each. And so they were like, be careful. And so we wore those the rest of the season. But some people were unmasked. But before we got clothes, and then they make us really, really dirty. And so we'd stay dirty the whole time we're filming for weeks. And even when we're eating lunch, we're nasty. And then there's one scene from the comics we did, which was with a particular character called the Butcher. And we have a real smoked hog laying on the ground. And so we're sitting there eating it like savages, and we're eating leaves and just whatever, So it's like real life. I mean, you're really in it, the universe. You're not just filming, you're there doing it.
Yeah. Like, you ever watch a show and you're like, put yourself, like you're watching that character and you put yourself in those shoes, like, man, if I was there, Well, I was sitting on the sidewalk within this new community and around all these people that I watch on TV, and I was like, man, I'm really here. This is like, it just blows your mind, man. Like being on set. It's crazy.
So if you want to back up, me and Billy are both actors, and Billy's been doing it a lot longer than me since he was a kid. And then his first big job was outdoor theater at the Legend of Daniel Boone.
Yeah. I played it. My first role was I played an Indian, Native American on action. It was like action. There's a word for it.
Live action.
Well, yeah.
Play.
Adventure?
I can't think of the name of it, but actor combatant. It's like everybody is like actor combatants, and they know how to fight without actually hurting each other. We use tomahawks, bow and arrows, flaming torches and stuff. But that was back in my younger days. My mom kind of dropped me off at a outdoor theater and kicked me out of the car and was like, you go and audition, because I was real shy. She said, you go audition because you're going to get it. At that time I had long hair, so it went perfect for that role. And I ended up getting it, and I stayed with a cast of 32 people over like every year for like 3 or 4 years. And these guys went to college for acting and stuff, and I was the local kid that actually lived near the theater where all these people come in, and I got to work there. But that was my school. That's where I learned to do acting, is from other people who, I mean, I had it. Like, if you got it, you got it. And you got the want to do it, you got it. But like, there's like, all actors have their own way of acting and doing things, and you kind of pick up on everybody. So, but I came home that month, and I was like, Mom, I finally found my people. Because you meet all these people with all these unique personalities, and you click with them, and you end up being family, and you're not that weird kid at school anymore. You found,
Find your tribe.
Right.
Kind of like here.
Right.
With the camera.
But I got a story for you. Y'all see this, right? You know who Ernest is. Okay. Years ago, I got cast to play Son of Ernest. After the drama that I was in got closed down, I fell into like a depression, and I needed a way to express myself and act, because I became, I guess, addicted to it, and I just wanted to do more and more, and I couldn't get that. So I got on YouTube and started, that was my out, and I filmed some videos, and this just goes to show you, whatever you like to do in your life, like, do it, and post it, and don't be afraid. There's no telling who's gonna see it, because I posted 2 or 3 videos, and before I knew it, I was getting a phone call from a major director that just seen me on YouTube. You just never know. And then it spawned this whole big thing where I wanted to do commercials, because, I got that swag about me anyway. I'm about 90% earnest anyway, so I don't have to act too much. But it just spawned a whole thing of me doing commercials and stuff. But my point, Walking Dead. All right, the costumes department was like, we need you guys, a select few people, to possibly bring an extra outfit to wear for a special scene, and they're going to send like half of everybody home and keep the other half. So me and Megan was part of the half that got to stay there, and it was during a major scene. No spoilers, but all I had with me that day in the van was this outfit. Okay, so I walk up to costumes, and I'm holding it, and I'm like, I got this blue shirt, I got this red shirt, and I got this gray shirt. And they're like, oh, put the gray shirt on. Okay. I got this vest. I'm like, oh yeah, put the vest on. I was like, okay. And I was like, I got this hat. And costumes was like, put it on. And I put it on. They were like, oh, that looks fantastic. And she had no idea. And she said, you're good to go on set. And that what I did does not happen. But somehow, I guess they're all in a rush trying to get the show over with. I squeezed by there, but I turned around after she said you're good, and I was heading on set. I went, you know. So, but anyway, I made it on one of the major scenes as Ernest, and you'll see me in the background, but it's not a definite that they're going to keep me on there. But I did get to see it. Me and Megan picked up a hitchhiker basically on the set. It ended up being one of the Walking Dead writers. No shit. And he was like riding with us, and we got eBay shit in the back, stuffed animals, because she likes to sell stuffed animals on eBay. So he gets in there, and you imagine what he's thinking. He gets in, hey, come on in, buddy. He gets in the van. He gets in the van, and he's looking. He's like, oh shit.
He's like, what do you all do? What department are you?
And he ended up. What did he do? Twitter or Instagram? He said, I'm with some weird people if I come up missing. But yeah,
we saw the clip of Billy as Ernest, but we don't know if it's gonna make the final.
Right.
But
yeah, but besides that, we both are Commonwealth, and if you see one of us, you're more than likely to see the other one. We kind of play a couple and running through there and stuff. So that was really fun, man.
So basically, like when I did 9 and 10, I was a whisperer, and so we have knives, real knives on us at all times, and then a lot of times they give us real guns, and you're expected to be professional, do your job, and whatnot. And then I got called back for season 11 in the Commonwealth, which is where they are in the town, in the show now. Like Billy said, it's a town, it's 50,000 people supposed to be. Obviously, there's not
doctors,
that many.
But it's a change up. So if you're used to watching the show, and then when you watch the new that's coming out, it's a total, kind of messes with you. And we're like, how are they doing this? But later
it's more of a civilization. The biggest civilization they've seen so far. And the Commonwealth was in the comic books as well.
Yeah.
So we've seen a little bit of that's aired. So Billy and I both got called back to be in the Commonwealth, and then we ended up doing a lot of scenes with the stunt actors, and we'll have to see.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, we were this close to Norman Reedus. It was awesome. It was cool. He was a great guy.
We work with the main actors a lot. That's why you have to be professional and do your job. And
yeah, because we've seen a lot of unprofessionalism. They were throwing, like, some of the extras were throwing fart bombs on set next to the maid. Like, we were running around playing, like, do whatever scene was going on, and the idiots were throwing fart grenades down. And the reason I knew Norman Reedus was up here, and I was knelt down by some kind of game, and then I started smelling something. I was like, I looked at Norman, I looked at her, and I was like, what the hell? I looked down, and there's a glass vial of the fart stuff, and
but terrible. He even was like, it smells like ass. And then we're all like, oh my god.
It's terrible.
But then the last month of filming, I got to be a zombie. So normally, after Jeffrey joined the show, he is very tall. So probably about around the time, what episode did you say you were on, season?
I think it's season 6. We just met Negan. We've seen maybe 2 or 3 episodes.
Okay, I'm glad I asked.
Yeah.
So when...
like I said, but
around the time after after that. I won't spoil it for you.
Don't worry about it.
But
Don't worry about spoiling
when
it.
Jeffrey
Watch it
joined
anyway.
the show, he's very tall. So they started casting zombies that were very tall and thin, and mainly men, because men don't have extra parts that show under the costumes. And so I was like, I'm never gonna be able to be a zombie. So then I finally got on as Whisperer. And then last month of filming, they asked me and like a group of people, mainly old Whisperers, to be zombies just for the last month, so that we would be there and not spoil anything that happens.
But tell them you also got on another affiliated show with The Walking Dead.
Yeah, so one day they asked me to go over to, they filmed us, so the rest of The Walking Dead won't air, I don't think, until like October, and that's the end of the series. But we filmed a 6-episode run of a show called Tales of the Walking Dead that should start airing this summer. And certain